So XDefiant has come out and taken the gaming community online multiplayer first-person shooter by storm and is doing incredibly well, which also speaks to how bad Call of Duty is actually down and needs to improve and has room to improve when a free-to-play Call of Duty type, not even really kind of Call of Duty, but sort of a Call of Duty clone type game comes out, and it's got people like Scump and Nadeshot and a lot of people in the Call of Duty community switching and playing it instead for a more enjoyable experience. But some of these people are also paid to play this game and some are not, pumping up the numbers, and also their hate for Call of Duty is so great that they just want something different to talk about and something to shit on Call of Duty. Whether you like it or love it, in this video I have Optic, Scump, as well as Nadeshot giving their opinions on and comparing Call of Duty to XDefiant, and if XDefiant has the ability to dethrone Call of Duty, or at the very least make some ripples and make some waves in the online multiplayer first-person shooter genre that may cause Call of Duty to actually have to take some changes, make some changes, and try to deal with XDefiant's popularity. So first, let's look at Optic Scump's here take on Call of Duty versus XDefiant.
If you weren't doing drops for this game, would you honestly still play it? See, the thing right now is that, so there's really a decision for me and I mean a lot of the COD streamers really.
I just want to make something clear before we begin there. If you see a streamer that says drops enabled, and that's why someone was asking if you didn't have drops enabled, would you be streaming and playing this game? People that have drops enabled are sponsored, are being paid, and have money to be made, long story short, by playing and streaming XDefiant by Ubisoft.
I mean, you're either playing XDefiant or everyone else is pretty much playing like Rebirth. There's a couple people still playing multiplayer ranked, but like it's either XDefiant or Rebirth right now. And I feel like XDefiant is just fresh and new and more fun right now. Who knows what it's going to be like? I mean, seriously, we're kind of just going day by day. I mean, we're just going day by day. Whatever everyone wants to play is probably what we'll play. I don't really mind what we play, honestly. I have fun with either one of them. Yeah, so I don't really mind too much. It just depends what everyone wants to play.
What he means by that is whatever gets me the views, whatever is popular, he'll stream, because his perception of what is good and bad is different from somebody at home. I know a lot of people who watch his videos, watch my channel, watch other content creators that are similar to mine, really are enjoying XDefiant, but also at the same time I see people who comment me on Twitter and also in videos saying they don't like XDefiant. A lot of the hype for XDefiant is because Call of Duty is so bad, more so that XDefiant is good. If XDefiant dropped right in the time of, say, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, the old school CODs, it would be dead. Another thing that has it going for it is that XDefiant is free to play, so no one has anything to lose by playing it, and also your margin for, I guess, or rather, your bar for how successful a game or fun the game has to be is also lower because it's free to play. So what are you going to do? It's a free to play game, and for that, I mean, it's a 10 out of 10. But in comparison to, let's say, like Call of Duty Prime Call of Duty time, we got to be a little more honest there, but I'm glad that there is a good game out here, an alternative to Call of Duty at this time. And honestly, if I'm being, not trolling and trying to make clickbait videos and just mess with people and take the piss, as my people across the pond in the UK would say, if I'm being sincere, it's nice to see that. And Call of Duty does need something to give it some kind of competition to make it better, and therefore we all win, because every game becomes better. A market with more games that are better equals a better market of games for people like us.
Do I like X better than Warzone? My only thing with XDefiant right now is that after about like 5 hours or so, the pubs start to get a little bit stale. That's really my only quarrel with it right now. But
that's a big quarrel. Like I said, being paid to play the game. If we're being honest, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm going to say this. The game's good. It's fun. The movement's better and all that. People are really enjoying it. The skill-based matchmaking less. The lack of skill-based matchmaking, to better be said, is actually really a lot more fun. The maps and all that and whatnot is sort of an afterthought, really. The main focus is just the movement and the fun of not having to play with a manipulative skill-based matchmaking or engagement optimization matchmaking. For those of you who do not know what that means, maybe you're watching this video and not really up on it. Skill-based matchmaking, you're basically put into lobbies and the game is set based upon what skill you are. You don't actually have any random lobbies. Ping is not king. Ping being the connection to the servers, which is very important in a first-person shooter because the registration of your bullets is based upon your internet connection and hit detection and all that. And engagement optimization matchmaking is when the algorithms of games like Call of Duty run by AI will see that you're not doing well and perhaps maybe you're going to quit. And the whole point of gaming is to try to keep you playing that game. Say with social media, there's algorithms that try to keep you staying on social media as well. It's all very manipulative. It will do things like throw you the bone of a real easy chump lobby so you kick everyone's butt and feel more like excited again, get the dopamine hits, and you're addicted back playing the game. The thing though is what he said is, and I want to quote here and talk about, is the lack of kill streaks and things to do. I think XDefiant's fine. I personally don't really find it enough fun for me to want to grind the camos or grind the attachments again playing Call of Duty because it's too much like Call of Duty and I just don't enjoy it enough to want to grind out and spend hours playing it to actually unlock things that will make the game more fun at this point because it's too much like Call of Duty and I've done it too much. I'm getting bored of Call of Duty for being honest, but there also is no kill streak loop, so that chasing of kill streaks, it sort of feels like when I play XDefiant, I'm sort of just like not doing a whole lot. Like it doesn't seem to have a lot of longevity, whether it be for each gaming period or for long-term gaming periods. It just sort of seems like, a little vacuous, a little empty. It needs more to it. And I know it's not Call of Duty, so it's not going to have kill streaks, but that's one of the main things that makes you like to play Call of Duty is getting kill streaks and the loop of getting kill streaks and then, dominating hopefully with them.
It's just because obviously like pubs are pubs, like they're going to get stale after like 5 hours. So, but up until then, I have a good time with it. So
let me say something too to caveat to that. Yeah, I mean, like 5 hours is enough to play a video game in one sitting, bro. I can't even play more than an hour or two, even if I'm really liking a game. Like I can't sit here and play Call of Duty for 5 hours straight anymore, bro. That's like, give me a break. I got stuff to do, and not only that, it's like, come on, I can't sit and watch TV for 5 hours either. All right, now we got Nadeshot here giving his opinion and his hot take on XDefiant, but also you'll hear in the background Scump talk more so because they're streaming together all the time as well on this clip, and you kind of see Scump sort of say like, it's fun and all, but he also repeats the same thing that it kind of gets boring after a while. But let's see what Nadeshot has to say about his hot take for XDefiant versus Call of Duty.
I know I'm late on this, but is this better than COD? I mean, it's very different than COD. I'll say this. Now, after playing the game for a couple days, I wasn't really comfortable making comments comparing it to COD or saying like this is better or worse than COD. I think the movement in this game is better than COD for sure. The movement in this game is better than COD's. And I wish COD's was like this, bro. No lie. I wish COD's movement was like this. I'll tell you what, my chat just asked, somebody in my, and it's obviously been asked, I'm sure in your guys' chats a lot as well. I've answered it a million times. It's just, is this game better than COD? And previously I'm like, the game's only been out for 4 days, bro. Like, we can't really say shit like that. I think for the first time, I'm willing to admit that I think this movement in this game is better than COD. I really do. I wish movement...
Nadeshot has drops enabled. He's being paid by XDefiant to stream the game. He's not answering the question, is it better? He keeps saying the movement's better, but is the game better, Nadeshot? Like, answer the question. And Optic Scump comes flying in the background because they're obviously in the same lobby together and their mics are open to each other and also to their chat here on Twitch. And like I said, Nadeshot's a businessman and he's being paid by XDefiant to stream, and you're not going to bite the hand that feeds you per se. So like, answer the question, Nadeshot. Is it better than COD? The movement's better. That's not really the answer.
And COD was like this.
I'd agree.
See, here's
it's more fun than like
Optic,
COD has
go.
been.
Yeah.
In the last like 3 years, I would say. Just more engaged playing this game. Like even with this game has nothing to grind for. There's no streaks. I'm just playing the game and spawning, running forward and dying, and it's it's just more enjoyable.
If this was COD, I would not be playing it. Like, no way. Like with the amount of like content and shit, there's no way.
Right.
The gameplay was the same, and like all the no kill streaks.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, this is it scratches that itch still.
What he said, if he didn't pick up, this was what COD was like with no kill streaks, and this is how we played Call of Duty. I wouldn't be playing it. So it is good. And a lot of people are enjoying it, and that is fantastic. And I think they're two separately, completely different games, like Nadeshot said there, so is Optic Scump. And there are a lot of components in XDefiant that I think are better than Call of Duty, namely movement, as well as skill-based matchmaking not being existent, as well as EOMM not being existent, and having a more organic multiplayer experience. I want to just finish the video off with this. It's really weird that the numbers seem to be pretty damn good for XDefiant, and people seem to be enjoying XDefiant a lot with or without skill-based matchmaking, and it is without. And people in Call of Duty have been asking for a more organic experience when it comes to their Call of Duty game multiplayers without skill-based matchmaking. I hope, and I wonder why at the same time, but I hope that the people making Call of Duty and the people in charge of the skill-based matchmaking and I guess how strict it is, I hope that the people doing that and have the power to change that can take heed of the popularity of XDefiant without skill-based matchmaking, and hopefully, I have heard, there are rumors, I did make a video about this, there are rumors from reputable sources that Black Ops 6 is looking to have less skill-based matchmaking, but who knows? Activision isn't in charge of Call of Duty anymore, it's at Microsoft, it's Xbox, so maybe things will change. Personally, I don't mind XDefiant. I think people are overhyping it a bit because I hate Call of Duty so much, and the numbers are being boosted because streamers are being paid to stream it, and at the same time, I'm going to finish off with my own hot take. People are sheep. And what they think they like or don't like is actually subjective and easily manipulated. And people think they are, I guess, in charge of their own thoughts, in charge of their own thinking. And a lot of people aren't. And if they're told Call of Duty sucks and they hate it, they will hate it. If they think XDefiant's great, they will really love it. And I know people are going to say, oh, no, that's such bullshit, XDefiant, that's bullshit. I'm a sovereign human being. My decisions are my own. And that's cool. You can say that and think all you want, but they're not. They're not. And so the hype for XDefiant can be summed up similar to the hate that for Infinite Warfare, which was actually a good game, but people all started hating on it, everyone starts disliking it, and then what happens is this, it's the fact, if you are being told to hate something and everyone jumps on the bandwagon to hate it, you will start to find things, and this is psychologically it's proven, it's very easy to come to this conclusion, it's not like some kind of far out scientific idea. But your mind will start to look for things to validate your own thoughts that you're being told. So if you're told that Call of Duty sucks or this is bad and that's bad, you'll start to find things. Your mind will start to focus on things to make that assumption correct and vice versa. So keep that in mind. Your thoughts and what everyone else says around you is very powerful and has a lot of influence on you. And you need to be careful of your own thoughts and your own mind. So anyways, that's all I want to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'm the Ghost of 8. I don't think Nadeshot has anything else to say. Let me just double check. We got about 30 seconds here of this video, 17 seconds.
After that early cottage.
Yes.
And hopefully Black Ops 6 will.
Yeah.
Black Ops 6.
Black Ops 6, everybody. Anyways, I'm the Ghost of 8 once again. Thank you for watching. Last but not least, and most important, stay black. Question Lord and Latani Cracker, Tin Shapeshifters, Boom Baby, Turn Screen, Chill, 7 Levels, and Judge, Tar, 7 Beam, Grows, Flat, Fake, 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 White Man. Bring you down.